Welcome to your daily focus for February the 12th, 2018. It's not February the 12th, for goodness sakes, it's February the 20th. And I was so trying to hold these cards, and there's two cards that decided that they were coming out regardless. We have the King of Pentacles and the Lovers. So we'll get to everything else, but it's the 20th of February. My apologies. I was more concentrating. I don't know why I got the 12. 6 and 10, nothing there. The Lovers and the King of Pentacles. This is about taking love deeper. That there's a strength in our love relationships, in our partnerships, in our close friends, in our deepest passions. And there is a great wealth of abundance in those things. And so we could be growing that today. We could be meeting somebody new, a soulmate perhaps. We could be going into negotiations. We could be, definitely, we could be bargaining with people. We could be the back and forth banters. We're building relationships. We're deepening relationships. And also, we are deepening, I don't want to say the abundance. We're deepening the joy and the celebration of who we are today. That's very strong in the numerology today. You've got February, which is a 2. You've got 20, which boils down to a 2. But remember, whenever we have a 0 behind a number, so 10, 20, 30, 40, etc., and that is the God presence. So not only do we have the second 2, but it is a godlike energy or presence or force coming through it. And then 2018 boils down to an 11. If we did 1 plus 1, it would be a 2 as well. So today is very much the High Priestess energy. The reflecting within and seeing the magic of what we already have. And maybe we're bringing that also out today to share in our relationships. It could be in our ambitions and our goals. If it's a deep passion, we have a great love for it, absolutely. But it very much could be relationships and close relationships and building those relationships stronger and deeper, because we are allowing who we are and what we bring to the table to come out front today. Let's put those cards back in. So anyways, I'm Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly. And I always want to take a moment to thank you before I get into the reading. I know a lot of people say thank you at the end of their YouTube videos, but I'm fearful that I'm going to forget to say how much I am grateful for the love that you send my way each and every day. Another card fell out. The Eight of Pentacles, working hard. Raising our knowledge, raising the bar on ourselves, raising the bar on what we can do, our talents, our abilities, what we are going for. We are stepping up our game. We know it will probably take hard work. Eight of Pentacles usually says it's hard work involved. There's no shortcuts. We have to do the work in order to gain the result we want. So thank you. Thank you for your positive, loving, supportive energy that you send my way each and every day. I send it truly right back to you. Now, let's see what the cards have to say about the energy that surrounds us so that we can understand it and move forward in a positive light today. Look at this, the High Priest. The High Priest shows up. The Hierophant. I think the Hierophant was yesterday's energy too. So, very much we carry into each day sometimes the remaining energy of the previous day. So here it is in the first position. And this is also, finding the teacher within. that we have the knowledge, that we have the wisdom, or we know how to obtain it. It's going within, it's being truthful to ourselves. It's like unlocking unlocking something that you have been keeping hidden for some reason, or maybe you were in a really bad relationship and so you don't outwardly allow people in. You've got that stone wall around you, and you realize that you do have something to offer in a relationship, and something could be gained by allowing somebody in today. And maybe just the knowledge of that brings in somebody new. And maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but we are starting to work the energy that way. Maybe we've always wanted to start our own business. And if we look within today, we will see the abundance of talents and abilities that we have to do just that. And for some reason, maybe we just didn't see it all as a complete picture. We only saw parts of it. Or we're being honest with ourselves and we're not listening to the chatter of others, to what we are good at, to what we can succeed in and knowingly succeed in. Knight of Swords. So, okay, Knights always bring in messages, so pay attention. Pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to your dreams waking and sleeping. Pay attention to those thoughts that come to you. Maybe a conversation you're overhearing, a billboard as you drive by or pass by. Pay attention to any messages. Okay, we are riding strong here. We are going towards our goals, our dreams, our desires. So definitely this is a day for the doable. Now it's harder when we're in Pisces energy to actually do this, but this card being in the middle says that this is a good day to use that energy. Now I would say more so the beginning of the day rather than the end of the day, because the moon will be moving into Taurus. And that's going to make us feel a little bit more like, settling in, loving our home. But we will be feeling grounded. We will be feeling a strength yet, but it's a different kind of strength. I think in the morning, with the Aries moon, we're more apt to be the pioneer and start those new beginnings and take a chance and take a risk and grow in ways. Look at who comes back. The Lovers at the end. So definitely a day of, it could be romance. So are you looking to meet a soulmate? Are you looking at ways of deepening a relationship? Are you looking at ways of bridging an association with another group or another person? Maybe in the community, in the workplace, in the world? Are you repairing a relationship? Are you putting new energy into an old stagnant relationship? This is all about growing that deeper, more committed relationship. Now that could be a deeper, more committed relationship with ourselves, or a passion or a dream that we have. This is a beautiful day by these cards to say, go for it. Step into it. Sign that contract, or at least negotiate it today, please. I think with the Knight of Swords in the middle and the High Priestess being the first one, that we have very much clear thinking as we go forward today. There's a strength in our judgment, or I think judgment is the card, or no, 20, right? It's the 20th today. That's the judgment card. So good judgment, strong judgment. We have clarity, we have understanding. We're very grounded because we have the High Priestess here, or the High Priest, not the High Priestess. High Priestess is the 2 energy. So we have 3 2s today. right? We have February the 20 and the 2018, each of them boiling down to a 2. But you wouldn't add it up like that. Like, it does end up being the Lover's energy, which is showing up all over the place today. So pay attention to that. But 2 plus 2, you don't boil down the 11 when you are doing the numerology for this part. So sometimes you do, okay? People think that you never boil down a master number. There are certain times when you must. Um, but 2, 2, that's 15. Ooh, that's the devil card. So we may be breaking through in the clarity, the understanding, but we have to push ourselves. Remember the 8 of Pentacles that came out there. We have to do the research. We have to do the studying. We have to raise the bar on our goals, our dreams, and what we are willing to commit to, and what we are willing to commit to doing going forward. So let's get our affirmation cards here. So this is the Good Tarot. Okay, by Colette Baron Reed. I always put the cards in the description, so look at the description. It's the Witch's Companion was the first deck, and then of course we'll always go to the higher intuition. Yeah, that Messenger of the Earth, but we have a lot of cards just flying out today, so certain cards, certain messages must get to us today in order for us to really go forward in a very positive light today. That much is obvious. The messenger of earth is hardworking, proceeding with integrity, perseverance, and grit, prudent and careful efforts, thoroughness, industriousness, stamina, and dedication. So I am in the flow, committed to co-creating with spirit effectively and efficiently. I do my best and never leave a job half done. I am dedicated and determined, knowing my efforts will pay off. So it is very much today about being dedicated. It's very much about being determined and knowing that the energy we put forth, the focus we put forth will pay off, so long as we're not trying to take those shortcuts. So long as we are committed to seeing the job through. And we'll get an animal card. Our higher intuition. So if you're ever looking, that's what the box would probably look like. So today's a strong day to use your voice. Yeah, do this, okay? Right about here on your body, okay? So there's these bones, these knobby bones, and inside's kind of like this little hollow here, okay? Just press on that. And if you press on it, you'll probably feel a pain, okay? And depending on how much pain you feel, that's a blockage, because our energy really travels through our body like this, right? And there's all kinds of meridian points. But here, so you know what? If you just massage that a little bit, and it will hurt if you massage it. In fact, if you start massaging it, you'll feel more pain. And give it some pressure and do it for a minute or two, okay? But you will feel the releasing of energy, and that will allow, your voice, your heart, your passion. Really, if the energy right here, okay, none of your chakras can be in a line if you're blocked right here, because that's one of the main points. Okay, so your energy might be stagnated, it might be congested, it might be weak. Okay, very rarely will we feel a high energy right at this point. It's very rare, and it takes a lot of work and a lot of dedication through meditation and reflection and being aware, attuned to your body. So we just massage it a little bit, and you will find almost like a flow to your thoughts, to your words, to your feelings. You ever notice when people want to clear their throat? They're right here. They're not usually here at their throat. They're usually down here at their throat, giving it a pound. Or they're getting ready to talk, you know, they do this. Because it's a natural instinct for us to do that. Well, somehow we've lost the wisdom of that. We have to be retaught the wisdom, but we do it naturally. We just don't do it enough. Look at that, building your wings. Building your wings with the butterfly. Believe, joy, transformation, and confidence. You've got to jump off some cliffs all the time. You've got to jump off cliffs all the time and build your wings on the way down. So sometimes we have to step out of our comfort zone. Sometimes we have to push ourselves to do something that is a little uncomfortable, that we don't know how strong we're going to be. And then we work those wings. We work that muscle. We work that knowledge. Butterfly comes to you with the message that it is time for you to build your wings again and fly. Butterfly is aware that you've experienced a loss. It could be a death, divorce, job, relationship, or you could just be feeling lonely and depleted. Butterfly believes that you can once again find that joy and dance to the song within your soul. It may feel awkward at first, but with time, you will begin to feel more and more confident. Transformation doesn't happen overnight. Many times develops when a negative situation has occurred. You might have grounded yourself afraid to fly, or a situation may have forced you to stop believing that you can fly altogether. Now is the time to trust and have faith that this is the time for you to explore the world around you. It is a time to love again. It is a time to see the magic that is around you and within you. Butterfly also tells you that hurt from your childhood is preventing you from spreading your wings and flying to the height that you need to be. So it could be old fears. And really, we do have Jupiter. We have Jupiter in Scorpio, and I think Jupiter in Scorpio is digging deep to those dreams we had so long ago that we have packed away and gathered dust in our minds. Because Scorpio is deep and deep, going within the layers. So it could be that we just stopped believing that we could fly altogether. And this card is saying today is the day to take a chance on you, your abilities, your talents. Get out there. Start flapping those wings. Start knowing that you were born to soar. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.